It's such a beautiful day today. I just had to get out and ride.
Watch your posture and use soap when you wash your hands.
Hey, and find out how much you're making, will ya? Bye, dear.
The race tires, race slicks on the old Z125. So I thought, well, shoot. Why not take the Grom out? And in the midst of me taking the Grom out, I thought, wow, what a better opportunity than to do a long-term review on the Grom. I thought, man, this is great. As you guys know, I bought the Grom back in 2014. So it was it's the first gen style, if you will, with a round headlight, not the cool LED one. And I've owned it for, this will make the 4th year. This Thanksgiving, actually, Thanksgiving of 2018 will make 4 years I've had the bike total. I kind of missed the year review video. Okay, I'm going to do the year's review. I've got just over 7,000 miles, almost 8,000 actually. If you guys have been with me for a minute, you'll know what I've done to it. Although it's been a while since I've done a video with it, so I'll just kind of refreshing you guys up. Man-in-the-box intake, Dingerbuilt exhaust, Olin suspension front, internals, got the man-in-the-box card rear shock, Pro Taper handlebars.
2 hours later.
17 Honda Grom front fender, OTB prototypes, top triple clamp, OTB prototype turn signals, quick turn throttle tube, ASV levers, TST bar slide ins and axle sliders, custom horn, Dunlop TT93s is the go-to tire, got a vinyl wrap on it with custom graphics. I feel like I'm missing something. This is the longest bike, or the longest I've ever owned a motorcycle. And it's only my second one, so go figure, right? I don't go through motorcycles like people seem to do. And if you've been around for a while, you'll know I also had an 06 R6. Bought this thing shortly after, and then I got the Z125, the 2017 Z125 last year in summer. Sold the R6 about a year after owning it, having the Grom for, I think it was 8 months, something like that. And this was when the new R1 came out, and I thought, well, I'm going to upgrade. But I was having so much on the Grom, I was like, I can ride the Grom every day. Because I didn't have a long commute to work, so it wasn't that bad. Now I have to commute on the interstate to work, and that's one of the only few downfalls that the Grom has. You can take it on the interstate. There's nothing wrong with it, especially if you're in a big group. But if it's just you, it's not something you really want to do unless you've got like a lot of power, aka maybe a big bore kit and a Pizzazz or Power Commander, stuff like that. If it's stock engine like mine, the intake and exhaust really wake up the bike, but still it's slow as a snail, man. It's slow. If I had to do it all over again, would I buy it again? Absolutely. I would buy it again without hesitation. If I had to buy, again, this was the only mini bike out. There was no Z125 option at the time. If I was in the dealership and there was a Z and a Grom, I would go for the Z. The Z is just amazing, and I've just been riding it so much. Because it has the big bore, it has the tuner on it. I really done that build right. That's not to say, that's not taking away anything from this build. This bike is so unique. There's never going to be another one like it. From the paint job, from the wrap to everything, and I did everything, and that's what's so great about it is I've got a little bit of proudness in the build in what I created, and that's the best thing about these mini bikes. You make it what you want. You make your personality show in the bike. What do I like about the bike? It's fun.
Are we having fun yet?
It'll never leave you without a smile. It's so versatile, you can do whatever you want with it. You want to go take it off-road? Go take it off-road. You want to go race it on the track? Go race it on the track. You want to put a big bore on it and commute on it? Put a big bore on it and go commuting. It's just an every person bike, and that goes for both the Z and the Grom, you know? Being that I own both, it's great that I own both because there's pros to cons to every bike, and I'm like thrilled that if I want to go ride the Grom, I go ride the Grom. If I want to go ride the Z, I'm gonna go ride the Z. You know, each bike is different in each form. It's a great bike to learn on, from wheelies to racing to riding. I took my motorcycle license test on this bike. It's made me a better rider by riding a mini bike like this. I can hop on all kinds of bikes and go ride to a good level, but I'm by no means a professional. But it teaches you, it makes you more comfortable. So now let's talk about the cons. You can't take it on the interstate.
Stay back!
Which, again, some people have. You can make that happen. The stock seat on this bike is so unbelievably uncomfortable that if I ride for more than an hour on the stock seat, I have to get off. Like, I have to take a break. On a full-size bike, you normally couldn't do something like this. But on something like this, hey, do whatever you want. I felt like I hit something metal, and it sounded like it went in my tire. I bet all kinds of people just saw my butt crack. I think that is all that I can give the con on. Everything else is great, and I'm not a big complainer or nagger, so that's just not in my DNA. Because I make the best of everything. Try to. Life lesson. Differently, when I first owned the bike, I more than likely would have put a big bore kit on this. And it's not to say I can do it now. There's nothing to say that I can't do it right now. But with so much attention focused to the Z because it's already done, like, that's my focus. And that's probably the one of the only things I would have done differently with this bike.